Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this greeting card that I made using my Big Shot. Here are the products you need to gather together at home to make this card too. I have my Big Shot, I have my 2 extended cutting pads, and I have my Movers and Shapers curly label die, and I've got the little magnetic piece stuck in the center. For cardstock, I used Very Vanilla, and I used the Everyday Enchantment Designer Series paper that I earned for free through a celebration purchase. I also used the Elementary Elegance stamp set. Again, I earned this for free through a celebration purchase. I used my soft suede ink and a Stampin' Sponge. I used my paper snips, and I used my scallop edge border punch. And then I used several clear blocks. I used clear block A, clear block B, and clear block D. And I used some snail adhesive and some Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to cut out the entire card using your Movers and Shapers curly label die. You can actually move this curly label anywhere within this rectangle. It's got a magnet on the back of it, and you can pick it up and you can move it depending on where you want the window to be on your card. And then what you're going to do is take your Very Vanilla cardstock. This is a textured cardstock. I don't think I mentioned that. You want your bottom standard cutting pad, your die with your cardstock, your top extended cutting pad, and then you're going to run it through the Big Shot. And when you do that, it cuts out the card and the hole in the card. So you're going to discard this scrap cardstock, pull it out of the die, pop out the window. You can use that piece on another project down the road. You've got a score line, and there you go. Isn't that cool? How it makes a window. And as I said, you can move that window if you wanted it over here or in the center and have the card going this way. But for this video, I'm having the card go this way. Now let me bring in back to the front there my original. So I used some Everyday Enchantment Designer Series paper on the bottom and on the top. It's actually the same piece. Let me bring it in here. You can see there it is on the front. There it is on the back. So I used one piece and then for the entire front of the card. I also took my sponge and my soft suede ink and sponged all the way around the outside of the card. The Designer Series paper looks like it's been aged, so I wanted to age my card as well. Oh, I forgot to mention I also used Poppy Parade ink, and I used the image from my stamp set. Let me bring that back in. There it is there. I inked that up using Poppy Parade and stamped it down. And then on the piece that's cut out, I stamped the hello from the Elementary Elegance stamp set as well. And then using my soft suede and some scrap Very Vanilla, I stamped the birds 3 times and cut them out and adhered them to the paper strip to the front of the card. You can see here I created the scallop border edge using scrap Designer Series paper. That's again the back of this piece. And don't forget that when you decorate a card, it's always a good idea to decorate the inside of the card as well. I popped up the curly label that I had stamped with the hello. I put a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals under there, and then I stamped the birds 3 times to match how they look on the outside of the card. And that's it. Really, the only time-consuming part is to cut out the birds, and they're not that hard at all. For a complete listing of the supplies I used and the measurements for the pieces for this card, please go to my blog, www.nutsaboustamping.com. While on my blog, don't forget to subscribe to my customer newsletter. You can place an order, you can contact me, you can look through lots of other sample ideas, or you can join one of my clubs, whether it be an online club or a local club. I'm Terry. I am nuts about stamping. Don't forget that all the celebration products, including the stamps that I used and the designer series paper, they all retire March 31st, 2012. So if you want to get any of these products for free, contact me soon to place your order. See you later. Bye for now.